Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Cámara Peruana de Comercio Exterior. We welcome you to our lectures, weekly lectures. As always, today we're going to talk about English topics. Normally we speak about topics related to business, but this week, last class and today, we were going to cover some information related to pronunciation and the sounds of the English language. So we're going to continue with that topic today, and then we will see each other. We will have a week of break, and we will see each other on November the 2nd. So the topic of today is consonants and common pronunciation mistakes. Okay, and we're going to finish the topic of the pronunciation of the consonants and just a couple of pronunciation mistakes or pronunciation topics that could be taken into account when you speak. As always, my name is Carlos Martinez Flores. I am an English instructor and speaking coach. I used to formerly work for Pacifico University. Currently, I work at Mater Purísima School in Miraflores. Okay, so just to review, this is something that we mentioned in the last class, but I wanted to review it before we continue with the topic because the last class we only got to cover vowels. Today we're going to cover the rest of the letters of the consonants. Okay, remember that English has a total number of 26 letters, whereas Spanish has a total number of 27. But in contrast, English has 44 phonemes, whereas Spanish has 24. So almost double. Of these 24 consonants, 12 are vowels and 8 are dictamos. Whereas in Spanish, 19 belong to consonants and 5 vowels. So notice how the difference, right? In Spanish and in English, we have 5 letters, vowels, okay? But in Spanish, we have A, E, I, O, U. But in English, we have the same vowels, but each one has a short sound and a long sound. And of course, we have 2 extra sounds, which are the ear and the schwa, which we mentioned in the last class, right? Remember that letters are the symbol, what you see, whereas the phoneme is the sound, okay? The specific sound that a letter or a combination of letters produces. So with that, this is something that we spoke the last class. The last class we talked about the vowels. So today we're going to finish talking about the consonants. Remember that I will be following this video in Facebook, so you could ask me any questions that you have through there, or if you are in Zoom, I can also answer any questions that you might have in Zoom. Okay, so again, feel free to ask any questions. Although the same as the last conference, in this one, it's basically an informative for you to recognize maybe some mistakes that you make and try to correct them. Okay, very good. So let's get into the consonants. The consonants, as we said before, there are 24 consonant phonemes, sounds. Okay, and these are the sounds. We have the p, we have the k, the g, the f, okay, and so on. Each sound is represented by a symbol. These are phonetic symbols, okay, and these are the symbols that you find sometimes in dictionaries and will help you to pronounce, okay. So I'm going to give you examples of what these symbols, the sound that they make. And as you can see, like in vowels, we had short vowels and long vowels. In consonants, we have voiced and unvoiced, okay? We're going to explain a little bit what voiced and unvoiced is, but basically it is the fact of if they make a sound or if they are just there. Okay, in English, we have this differentiation between if the throat vibrates or not, right? So in number 21, we have the p, like in parrot. Okay, here you have the symbol. Okay, this is the word. These are the letters, right? These are the letters, and these are the phonetic symbols, and these are the phonemes. Each one, each symbol represents a phoneme, a sound. Okay, so we have parrot. Okay, then we have b, b, like a bag. Okay, notice how in the first one it's voiced, so it's just like if I touch my throat, it's unvoiced. I'm sorry. If I touch my throat, you won't feel any vibration. It's just air. Whereas in b, b, letter B, my throat vibrates, so it's voiced. Okay, so we have bag. Then we have number 23. It's unvoiced, so it's just air. Okay, so it's key. And then we have the letter number 24, which is voice g, g, g. If I touch my throat, g, girl. Okay, here we have the symbol g, girl. Okay, in the last class we talked about these symbols here, and this is the long e, right? Okay, g, girl. Okay, good. Number 25, it's here, is the again, as you can see, it's unvoiced. It's green, so it's only nothing vibrate. Flower. Okay, flower. Okay, no. Again, if it's American English, you'll say flower. You pronounce the R, but if it's British, flower. Flower. Okay, flower. This little line here indicates that the stress is in that syllable. Flower. Okay. Next, number 26, we have it's blue, so it's voiced, right? My throat vibrates. Okay, this is one way of verifying if it's voiced or unvoiced. Vase, vase, or in this case, vase. Okay, it's a British English. It's vase. Okay, but both are correct. Don't worry. And there's no better or worse pronunciation. It's just different. Like I mentioned once in prior lectures, it's just like comparing Spanish and Peruvian Spanish, the same language, just different kinds of intonations or pronunciations. Okay, so in this case, if you look at the pronunciation here, it's vas. Okay, vaz, vaz, the z sound. Okay, at the end. Number 27, it's tie. Again, unvoiced, no sound, no vibration, just okay, tie. Number 28, blue, vibration, d, 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 dog, d, dog. Okay, good. Number 29 is the, again, green unvoiced, it's just snake. Okay, snake, no vibration. Opposite, we have number 30. We have it's vibrates. So this is z, like a mosquito, like a bee. Z, z, zebra, zebra, zebra. Okay, or zebra if you want to pronounce it in British, zebra. Okay, so both pronunciations are correct. Just again, there's no better or worse pronunciation. Next, we have 31. This little symbol like a long S. This is the sh. Again, green, so it's just no vibration. Shh, shh. Just air going through my mouth. Shh, shh, like when you want shh, So this is shower. Okay, shower, shower. Notice how even you don't even have to look at the spelling of the word just by looking at the pronunciation. Shower, shower. Okay. Good. Now we have this symbol, like looks like a Z. Okay. This is the symbol from the word television. Jen, j. This blue vibrates. J, j, j. Okay. Television, television. Very good. Television, television. Okay. Now we have number 33. In 33 and 34, it's the same letter. Notice the TH and TH. But when you see this symbol, it means, and note also with the color green, it's unvoiced, so it's not going to make any sound. It's just going to be thumb, thumb, thumb. Okay. Whereas the th in this word is a different symbol. Notice this symbol is like a 6 that is inverted. Here we have vibration. Mother, mother, mother. Okay. Notice the difference between number 33, thumb, thumb. And number 34, mother, mother. Okay, so in this th, it's voiced because there's vibration, and this th is unvoiced because there is no vibration. Okay, very good. Then we have number 35, which is here, which is this little symbol like a T and a long S. This is this, as you can see again, this is voice, right? This is ch, ch, okay, unvoiced, sorry, chess, okay, chess, very good, chess. You see, chess, like ch, different than the sh. Like this, sh. This is ch. If you want an equivalent in Spanish, it will be like sh, like in ancash, and this would be the ch, like in huacho. Okay, chess. Very good. In number 36, we have this symbol like a D with a Z. This is represented normally with the letter J. We're going to show some words and how the different sounds can be represented with letters. Okay, but this you don't. This is the j, j, jazz. Okay, jazz. Good. Then we have number 37, which all of these, as you can see, are voiced. Okay, there's no more unvoiced. We're already finished with all the unvoiced. Here we have the voice. Number 37, l, l, leg. Okay, l, l, leg. Okay, the next is the word right. R, r, r. It sounds. It's not like Spanish r, right? No, this is just r, right, r, right. Then we have the number 39. Now that we're on October and Halloween, we have w, w, w. Oh, this w, which, which. W. If you, the key is touching your throat. I can feel my throat vibrate. W, which. Then we have 40. Now we're going to specify the difference. This looks like a letter J, but this is the symbol of the sound, okay? This is the symbol for yacht. Yacht, 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 yacht. Okay, yacht. Be careful because the letter Y can also sometimes be expressed as a vowel sound, but normally that's when it's at the end. When it's at the beginning, it's like a yacht. Okay. Then we have the symbol of, or the phonetic symbol of, for the phoneme mm. Now, with these two, the difference is the mouth, okay? In one, the mouth is closed, like monkey, monkey. Whereas in the second one, the mouth is open, nose, no. It's impossible to say nose with the mouth closed, no. So it's open mouth, nose, nose. Monkey, monkey, nose, nose. Okay, so the letter is the difference between the M and the N is basically the open mouth, but again, vibration. Okay. Then we have the ing, this symbol like a combination of a J with an N. This is ing, like singer. Sorry, singer, singer. Okay, singer. Okay, and finally the H, whereas in English, you know, has a sound. It's not like in Spanish. It is the only unvoiced of the rest of these last 8, and it's air only. Nothing. House. House. Okay. So these are the 24 consonant sound. These are the 24 consonant phonetic symbols where you can find in the dictionary. And these symbols represent a phoneme or a sound, okay? The sound that these letters or combination of letters make. So let's continue. Now, like I told you before, I'm going to show you some of the different combinations of letters. Now, not the combination of phonemes, or symbols, but of letters. For example, the letter P can be represented, the P sound can be represented with 1 P or 2 Ps, like in plate, like in pupil, like in transport, like in trip, like in shopping, or like in apply. Okay, so the phoneme P can be represented with letters 1 P or 2 Ps. The phoneme B, like in bag, can be represented with one B or sometimes two Bs, like in beans, bill, probably, job, rabbit, and dubbed. Okay, these are the different combinations of letters that you can use to produce the sound b. Now, the sound like in keys. Okay, there are different ways that this sound can be represented with letters, and the letters that can produce this sound are only the letter C, like in court, or script, the letter K, like in kind, or basket, the letter CK, like track or lucky. Okay, so these are the usual spellings, but there are also some different ones like the CH, like in chemist or school or mechanic, or the QU, like in Q, like a line when you go to the supermarket. Chemist, school, mechanic, Q. So these are unusual representations of the phoneme K. Then we have the G. This sound can be represented with the letter G or with double G, two G's, like in golf, like in grilled, like in burger, forget, or double G's, aggressive, luggage. Notice that even though it's two G's, they produce the same sound, grilled, luggage, golf, aggressive. Okay, very good. Now we have the phoneme F, and they can be represented with these different combinations, like the F in food or roof, the PH, like in photo or nephew, the double F, like in traffic or affectionate. And some unusual combinations are enough and laugh. Enough, GH, or laugh, GH. Very good. Now we have the V sound, okay? And this is normally represented with the letter V, like van, like vegetable, travel, invest, private, behave, okay? Again, behave. Even though normally, in the majority of cases, when you have a final letter E, the sound is eliminated and we only pronounce the last consonant. So behave, okay? We don't say behave, we say behave. Okay, and then also the letter F. Notice here we have the letter F, but in this case we don't say of, we say of, of. We don't say off. Okay, that's when that's for turn on and turn off. Okay, no, this is of. Okay, notice the pronunciation. Okay, now we have the t, like in tie. We could be represented with one T or two letter T's, like in try, tidy, stupid, strict, or attractive, or cottage. Notice again how the letter T is the same. Try, cottage, attractive, tidy, okay? And sometimes also with the ed for past, some of verbs in the past, which we're going to see also in this class. Worked, worked, and past. Okay, these two letters produce a sound t, worked and past. Okay, then we have the D sound, like in dog. Again, the two Ds or one D, like in director, afford, comedy, confident, address, and middle. Okay, again, notice how even though it's one D and two Ds, it is still just one sound. And just like in the letter T in the past, the letter D, the sound, the phoneme D, can also be used in the past tense. For example, we don't say failed, we say failed. Notice the difference. Notice the difference. If I use this word with a T sound, I'm going to say failed. No, and it's failed, failed. Okay, the same with the word bored. I don't say bored, bored. No, I say bored, bored. Okay, I'm producing the sound of the phoneme D. Then we have the like in snake, it can be represented by one S, two S's, a CE or a CI. For example, steps, or I'm sorry, or likes. Two S's, boss, boss, or assistant, assistant, okay? Or for CE or CI, twice, twice, or city, city. Now, to another combination for this sound is the SC, like science or scene, okay? Science or scene. That's another combination of the sound of the phoneme S. Then we have the Z. Okay, the C, the Z can be represented by the letter Z or Z, or the letter S. Okay, but notice this is here in S, we have the S, no vibration. The Z, Z sound has vibration in your throat. So this is not going to be lazy. No, it's going to be lazy, 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 freezing, freezing. Okay, because imagine I make vibration, it's gonna be freezing, freezing. No, it's freezing, freezing. And now the letter S can also have this vibration, like in lose, lose, cozy, cozy, loves. I don't say loves, no, loves, loves. Okay, vibration in the throat. And then trousers, trousers. Of course, I'm exaggerating a little because when you speak, you don't make it so long, but you need to verify. You don't say trousers, no, trousers, trousers, trousers. Okay, you have the pronunciation. Then we have the phoneme for the word like in shower. It can be represented by the letters sh or ti or ci, but it needs to be followed by a vowel. Notice ti plus a vowel, ci plus a vowel make the sound sh, like short, dishwasher, selfish, cash. Ti plus vowel like ambi, tio, shus, ambitious. Tio, station, station. Now, CIA, again, vowel, so special, special. Again, CIA, so shovel, so shovel, okay? So whenever you have these combinations of TI plus vowel, CI plus vowel, you're going to pronounce sh, the sound sh, okay? And then we have some unusual combinations, just the letter S, sugar, sure, or the CH. Even though we mentioned here the CH can make a K sound, it can also make a chef sound or mustache, mustache. Okay, chef or mustache. So these are exceptions to the rule, so you need to just learn them and memorize them. Okay, and then we have the sound for like television, television, and this is an unusual sound, and normally it can be with the SI, right? Revision, decision, confusion, or the only the S sound usually, or here, even though it's a GE, it pronounces a J, garage, 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 okay, garage, okay, so this division, decision, confusion, usually, and garage, okay, so look, notice how different combinations, SI, S, or GE can pronounce the sh, like in television. Very good. So these are the, remember, one thing here with the animals here, this is the phonetic symbol that represents the phoneme. And here we have the different letters. Okay, so this is the actual letter that you're going to write to produce these sounds. Okay, and now let's go to the other, to the final consonants. We have, first of all, we have the TH, like I mentioned before, one TH that is only air, and one TH that has vibration, th, th. So here, for example, thin, thriller, healthy, healthy, path, path, math, math, both, both. Okay. And then we have the th that has a vibration, like the, the, that, that, with, further, further, weather. Okay, so these have vibration. Then we have the ch sound. Now this can be pronounced with a ch, with a tch, and t plus the word, the combination ure. Okay, so the first ch, ch, change, ch, cheat. Then we have pitch, ch, pitch, match, match. Okay, tch. Then we have t plus ure, like picture, future. Okay, so this also makes the sound, this t pronounced like ch when it's before tur, picture, future. Okay, then we have the sound of the word jazz, jazz. Okay, it's like d, jazz. Okay, and it can be represented by the letter j, by the letter g, or the combination d, g, e. Like you don't say jealous, you say jealous, jealous, or just. The G, generous, generous, manager, manager, okay, or fridge, fridge, and judge, judge. So normally these three combinations make this sound. Now the L sound, the is pronounced by one L or both L's, but they pronounce the same sound. Lettuce, salary, until, reliable, okay, LE. The E, like I said before, the E sometimes is not pronounced. So we only pronounce the L. Reliable, two E's, two L's, sell and trolley. Okay. Now the R, like right, it can be represented by one R and two R's. So this is different in Spanish because remember in Spanish, sometimes the R's and double R's are like the R sound, right? But in English, that sound doesn't exist. So we have result, okay? We have referee, we have primary, we have fried, or borrow and carriage. Okay, notice how even though we have two R's and one R, it's still the same sound. Result, borrow, fried, carriage. Okay, the sound doesn't increase or anything like in Spanish. And then we have the combinations of WR. Okay, WR can be pronounced like written and wrong. Okay, written and wrong. This combination of letters WR also produce the sound r. And then we have the W, like in which. Again, the two combinations can be the W or the WH, like where, waste, western, motorway, motorway. We have white, 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 which, and then we have also the letter O can be pronounced like one or once. You don't say on or ons, no. We say one and once. Notice how even though it is a consonant, it produces the sound, even though it is a vowel, it produces the sound of a consonant, okay? One. Then we have the letter J, well, the letter Y, which can be, has this phonetic symbol like a J, but it produces the sound Y. Like it's not like, it's different than this one here. This is jealous, just. This is just very simple, yet. And you don't say jet, no, because a jet is the plane. Notice the difference in pronunciation. Yet, yet, and jet. Okay, a jet is the plane, and this is just yet. Okay, so notice this is year. You don't say year, no, you say year. Yogurt, yourself. Okay, it's incorrect to say yourself. No, yourself. Very, very soft. Yet, year, yogurt, and yourself. Okay, so this is a very good example between the difference between this symbol in yat and this symbol in jazz. Okay, one is yet and this will be jet. Okay, like the airplane. Okay, then we have when you have it can also be like you, like university. You don't say you say university. okay, if it goes before the letter U, or argue, you, okay, you don't say u, argue, okay, like you, argue, okay, university, very good. And then finally we have the last four, which is the phoneme and okay, this can be represented by one M or two M's, like in mean or slim, like in romantic or charming, or two M's, summer or swimming. The difference is the same, mean, summer, charming, swimming, okay? There's no difference. The same happens with the letter N. We have one N and two N's, okay? Napkin, honest, none. Again, like I said before, the letter E sometimes at the end is not pronounced, but it's none, spoon, and tennis, and thinner, okay? And the other combination can be with a KN, like knife and new. The K is not pronounced. The both letters are pronounced like in, knife, new. Then we have the ing sound, which is represented by an ng, cooking, going, spring, and bring. Okay, and then we have the, for example, in only the letter N. Like we don't say think. Now we say think, think. Or we don't say bank. We say bang, bang, ing, bank, bang. Okay, bang. We don't say bank. No, bank. Okay, very good. And then finally the letter H, which is different than in Spanish, where the letter H has the, even though it's voiceless because we know there's no vibration, it's just okay. We have handsome, helmet, heart, inherit, unhappy, perhaps. Okay, and then another combination is the WH, like who, whose, and whole. Okay, so these are the different consonant sounds with their different letter representation. This is the phonetic symbol, and this is the graphic representation of each of these consonant sounds. Okay, very good. Again, if you have any questions, remember it can answer you in the chat area. Okay, I'm always checking. Let's go to the next. So, like I mentioned before, the consonants we have, these are again the different letters. Okay, we have the voice consonants and the voiceless consonants. The consonants that make no vibration. The difference again is the vibration. So, like I said before, in the voice consonants, the vocal cords are engaged. Your cords are moving. Okay, z, in, z, the, okay, z, your vocal cords are moving. They're making a sound. In the voices consonants, your vocal cords are making no sound. It's just air. It's just air. Like it's just air. It's just air going through your mouth and your teeth and your tongue, but there's no vibration. Now we're going to see like every well, not every of all the phonemes that exist. Some have their equal, like the voiced version and the unvoiced version, and there's some that don't. Okay, and I'm going to show you right now. So there are 8 pairs of sounds. Now each pair has an equal. So when I mean equal, it means that your teeth and your tongue and your mouth is going to be collocated in the same way. So when you want to make this sound, okay, the sound is the same as, but here you're gonna say b, b, b. Notice my mouth, but now b, b, b. The movement is the same, the tongue and everything is the same, only that with B, I make my throat move. The same with the t, t, and the d, d, d. In this case, t, I move my tongue to the front of my teeth, t, t, t. But here, d, d, d. Okay, so each of these sounds is the equivalent in the way you're going to move your mouth. Okay, how you're going to pronounce the k, k, and the k, and the g, 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 k, k. Your throat and your tongue and your teeth are all going to be in the same way. The only difference is that the vibration. In the voiced ones, there's going to be vibration. Okay, for example, here, v, v, v. Notice how my mouth is the same. V, v, v. Okay, but in the v, there's a vibration in my throat. The same with the th, right? Like in air, and then the voiceless, the voiced. Okay, the same with the s and the with the sounds of s and z. One is z, z, z. Notice how the same position, my teeth and my mouth and my tongue are all in the same position, but only in the voices is only air. But in the voiced is vibration. Z, 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 z. Okay, the same for the next ones. These two sounds, right? Let me represent it here. We have, for example, the sh, sh, and but again air, sh, sh, and then the z, z, z. Notice it's the same. Sh, sh, z, z. Okay, voiceless. Sh, sh, voiced. Sh, z, z. Okay, and then we have the final ones. For example, voiceless. Ch, ch, ch. And then we have j, 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 ch, j. Okay, notice how the same sounds, I mean, when they are paired, that means that your mouth and your lips and your teeth are all going to be in the same position. The same position. So notice we have of the 24, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 16. So 16 of the 22 consonant sounds are produced with your mouth in the same position. The same position. The only difference is going to be if you make your throat vibrate. For example, we have book, b, book, okay, b, b, booked, b, booked. But now we have p, p, please, p, please, p, the same position. We have v, vanilla, v, vanilla, v, v, vanilla. 5, 5, v, vanilla, v, 5. So my voice is collocated in the same position. The only thing that is going to vary is the pronunciation of the vibration of my throat. They, teeth, the tongue touching your teeth. They, okay? So they, 30, they, 30. Then we have the T and the D. For example, voiced, dish, dish. And then we have 10, 10, d, t, t, t. Notice the, the, okay, the same movement of my, everything is the same. The only thing that's going to change is the vibration of your throat. So if you can master these 16 sounds and just make the difference with the z, for example, the easiest one, the zero and this and the z and the s, zero, zero, sir, sir, zero, zero vibration, zero, sir, sir, no vibration. So the mouth, the air, everything is the same. The only difference is the vibration of the vocal cords, okay? So these 16 sounds have their equivalent. They have the equivalent in the way that your mouth and your teeth and your tongue is going to be collocated, okay? We don't have enough time to teach about how the teeth and the mouth and the lung are collocated, but maybe we can do that in some other time. But just remember, if you can master these 16 sounds, you will be able to master, 16 of the 24. That's more than a lot. Now the other 8 that are missing are all voiced except for the sound of H. Okay, that's the only unvoiced. Okay, but they don't have any pair. Okay, they have their individual sounds. The okay, the Okay, they have different, they are individual sounds. They have nothing to compare. They have different positions and everything in the mouth. And the only unvoiced one is the voiceless one will be the letter or the sound for the H. Okay, let's continue. Now, voiced and non-voiced. Here, like I mentioned before, this is voiced, right? We have the these are the ones that are not mentioned before, right? That I didn't mention before, the lig, vibration, r, w, and yeah, okay. And then we have monkey, nose, and sing. So these are the ones that are not mentioned in here in this group. We have 16, and then here we have the rest that are not mentioned. And they're mentioned alone because they don't have any equivalent. They don't have any pair, okay, like the others. Their position of the mouth and the teeth is individual for each of these. L, r, w, w. No, n. Like I said, m, closed mouth. N, closed, open mouth. N. Okay. So each of these symbols, each of these sounds are produced individually in a different way. They don't have a pair where it's voiced, unvoiced. And the other one that is unvoiced is, like I said before, is the sound like in house. Okay, and it's the only one that's no vibration. No house. Very good. And then just to make a difference here, like I said before, instead of this, it would be like jet, and this would be like yet. Jet, yet, like not yet. And this would be like jet, like an airplane. Okay, very good. Let's go quickly with this. Okay, now mistakes made in the past. Now, why is important to know about voiced or non-voiced? Why? Because sometimes when we pronounce, we don't make this differentiation. It's important to make this differentiation. Okay, for example, if I have a word that finishes in let's say one of these with a voiceless consonant, a sound, you're going to, in the past tense, you're going to say, for example, helped. You don't say helped, no, helped. Okay, and here are to make it easier for you. These are not the phonetic symbols or the phonemes. These are the actual letters. Okay, normally words that finish in these letters are going to be pronounced when you say it in the past. For example, the present, help, help. So the past is going to be helped, t, helped. For example, look, okay, look. So looked, looked, emphasis on T. For example, wash, wash, past, washed, washed. Notice that one syllable, watch, watch. In the past, watched, watched, one syllable. For example, next, laugh. In the past, laugh. In the past, laughed, laughed, one syllable. Okay, so notice how we don't add syllables here. Okay, dance, dance, danced, danced, still one syllable. Now, in the letters, in the words or the verbs that are finished in a voiced consonant or any of these letters, L, N, R, G, V, S, W, Y, Z, we are not going to say t, we're going to say d. For example, present, call. We're not going to say called. No, we're going to say called, d, called, called. We don't want to say called. No, called. Okay, the same with clean, clean. We're not going to say cleaned. No, because cleaned is wood. Cleaned is wood. No, this is cleaned, cleaned. Okay, offer, offer. We're not going to say offered. No, offered, offered. The same damage. We don't go now going to say damaged. No, damaged, damaged. We're love. We're not going to say loved. No, we'll say loved, loved. And the same with the following: used, followed, followed, enjoyed. We never say enjoyed. No, enjoyed, amazed. Now notice how one syllable, even when we have two syllables, for example, enjoy in the past, enjoyed, enjoyed. We don't add syllables. Amaze, amazed, follow, followed, damage, damaged, love, loved. Okay, so in either voiceless or voiced, when they finish in these letters or when they finished in these letters, we're not going to add one more syllable. But if the word finishes in the t sound or d sound, like hate, hate, T sound. So now we're going to add the ed, hated. Two syllables now, hate, hated. Okay, for example, rent, rent. So now we're going to say rented, rented. One syllable, rent in the present, in the past, rented. Invite, invite. Two syllables, T sound. Again, the letter E is not pronounced. Invite. So now I'm going to say invited, invited. Okay, now also with the D sound, need, need. So we have needed, needed. Okay, here's a typo, sorry, it should be ed, needed. Okay, land, land, landed, land, one syllable, landed. Defend, two syllables in the past, defended, ed. We're going to add the syllable ed when we finish in T or D. Now, why is this important? Because it is incorrect to say, yesterday I called my mom. No, I called. Or last week I kissed my girlfriend. No, okay, I kissed. Okay, or my brother was amazed. No, my brother was amazed. Okay, but when it finishes in T or D, you say, I hated that TV show. I rented a movie. My sister invited me to the party. Okay, so this is one reason why it's important to learn the difference between voiceless and unvoiced, because if it's voiced, you're going to say d. If it's voiceless, you're going to say t. And if it's T or D, you're going to say ed, invited, landed, defended. Okay. Another common mistake that sometimes happens is when we talk about the plural form. Okay, the plural form. Okay, we're going to say s or z, depending. If it's a voiceless consonant in the noun, the voiceless consonant, you're going to say s. If it's voiced, you're going to say z. Okay, like for example, now again, these are the letters, so this is for me to help you. If you have a noun that finishes in any of these letters, P, K, T, F, G, H, or G, H, you're going to say s. Sleep, sleeps. Same, one syllable, one syllable. Sleep, sleeps. Book, books. Hat, hats. Cliff, cliffs. Laugh, laughs. Graph, graphs. If it has two syllables, it's going to stay. You never add another syllable, okay? You stay with one syllable. You never change the number of syllables here. The same happens with these words, okay? When it's voice, or you have the letter B, D, G, L, M, N, N, G, R, or V, okay? For example, you don't say crabs. No, you say crabs, 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 words, words, bags, bags. Notice you don't say bags. No, bags, falls, dreams, fans, sings, wears, gloves. Okay, and this is also going to happen to all the vowel sounds. Remember that all the vowel sounds are voiced. All the vowel sounds are voiced, and the letter Y when it functions as a vowel. Okay, remember that all the vowel sounds are voiced, and the letter Y when it functions as a vowel. Now, sometimes when we have sibilant sounds, okay, or to make it easier, whenever you have a word that finishes in one of these letters, C, S, X, Z, double S, C, H, you're going to add, now you're going to add one more syllable, the syllable is, okay, like for example, race, races, two syllables, bus, buses, two syllables, box, boxes, two syllables, prose, proses, two syllables, kiss, kisses, two syllables, watch, watches, two syllables, dish, dishes, two syllables, and change, changes. Okay, so whenever you have one of these letters or a sibilant sound, you're going to add the is, okay? Races, buses. But here, no. For example, you're not going to say gloves, no. Glove, gloves. You don't say gloves, no. Glove, gloves, the C sound, the Z sound, okay? And the same here. You don't say, you don't say hats, you say hats, hats. Okay, so it's important for you to know these different types to avoid making pronunciation errors, okay? And besides, again, you don't say crabs, you say crabs. You don't say sings, no, sings. Okay, it sounds it's. I know you have an advanced level. I know you speak. Your grammar is perfect, but you need to balance your grammar with your pronunciation. Okay, so it's very important. And the last thing that we're going to do is sometimes when you link on voice to voice and when you link voice to unvoiced, okay? It's very cool. It's a cool thing that you need to look. For example, here, we have an unvoiced, for example, only wife, 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 unvoiced. But then we have vacation, vacation. So what's going to happen, since it's the same sound, the same form of your voice, all you're going to do is you're going to vibrate, make your throat vibrate. So instead of saying he and his wife vacation on Mexico, you just go through. He and his wife, they. He and his wife, they. He and his wife, they. Notice, I don't stop because the same, the position of my voice is the same. So all I do is make my throat vibrate. He and his wife vacation in Mexico. He and his wife vacation in Mexico. My voice doesn't stop, the same. My backpack zipper, my backpack zipper, my backpack zipper is broken. Is it worth that much trouble? Is it worth that much trouble? So the sounds are connected. All I do is the same position, just make my throat vibrate. Is it worth that much trouble? Is it worth that much trouble? And finally, Jordan found himself vastly unprepared, himself vastly, himself vastly, himself vastly. Okay, notice all I do is I make my throat vibrate and the sounds go very, they go together and it sounds more natural, more fluent, okay? And then it also works the opposite. But now here, something cool happens also, that when we have a voiced linked to an unvoiced, the voice is going to practically disappear. Instead of saying was or massage or these or is, because these words are voiced. Was, massage, these, is. When they are followed by an unvoiced sound, you connect the sounds, but you eliminate the voice sound. You eliminate. So now, instead of saying the dog was sitting on the porch, I say the dog was sitting. The dog was sitting. I eliminate the vibration. The dog was sitting. Okay. The next, for example, instead of saying a massage shouldn't leave a bruise, you say a massage shouldn't. Massage shouldn't. Massage shouldn't. The sounds are connected. And because it's the same thing in my mouth, all I do is I eliminate the vibration. The opposite is the first one. Here, I include the vibration to make it sound more fluent and more natural. Here, I eliminate the vibration to make it sound more fluent and natural. Instead of saying these scissors are dull, I say these scissors, these scissors, these scissors. Instead of saying Kristen is sick again, I say Kristen is sick, is sick. Notice, is sick, is sick. The same sound. These scissors, these scissors. A massage shouldn't, or was sitting, was sitting. So notice how we connect, okay? So when it's an unvoiced followed by a voice, I just pronounce the unvoiced, and all I do is make my throat vibrate. And when it's a voice followed by an unvoiced, I eliminate I eliminate the vibration, and everything is unvoiced. So the dog was sitting, a massage shouldn't leave, these scissors were dull, and Kristen is sick, okay? Notice the difference. Notice how natural and fluent. He and his wife vacation in Mexico. My backpack zipper is broken. Is it worth that much trouble? Jordan found himself vastly unprepared. The dog was sitting on the porch. A massage shouldn't leave a bruise. These scissors are dull. Kirsten is sick again today. Okay, so I think we're going to finish with that, but let's just do one more thing. Um, just very quickly, these are your two options. Which I'm going to ask you which group is voiced and which group is unvoiced. You remember? A or B, which is voiced and which is unvoiced? Do you remember? Which group of letters are voiced and which group are unvoiced? Remember that there's also a small evaluation that is always accompanied with these lectures, okay? No? Okay. So let me tell you, okay, so let's see. So A is one, let's see. Give me a second here. There we go. A is one, and of course, B is two. Very good. So the voiced are B, D, G, J, L, M, N, E, R, S, Z, T, H, V, W, Y, Z, and the unvoiced are the C, H, F, K, P, S, S, H, T, and T, H. Okay, notice how TH appears in both because the same letters make the same sound. Only one voiced, Z, D, and one is unvoiced. Very good. So I hope this lecture has helped you. And we're going to go. We're going to return on November the 2nd, Monday, I think it is. And we are going to talk about going back into business English. About the topic is going to be production and promotion. But eventually, every now and then, we will go back to general English information, like the one that we just practiced today, and basically more related to pronunciation and fluency activities, okay? Because in this course, we're also going to go into what is writing and stuff like that. So or sometimes every now and then we're going to escape into a different topic. So I hope that this lecture has been beneficial for you, and it can help you and improve your pronunciation whenever you encounter these little like minor details that sometimes can affect the meaning of a word. Like I said, yet and jet, two different things pronunciation determines. Or like for example, plate and played, the past of play, played and plate. Plate is plat, right? Played, jugué, jugó, plate, plat. Pronunciation makes the total difference. Okay, and again, here's my information if you would like to ask me any questions. And thank you very much. And here is my personal information if you want to contact me through my email account, my WhatsApp account, and the number, and my LinkedIn site, CJM Flores 27. Okay, that's my LinkedIn account if you want to ask me any questions related to this topic or anything related to English. I hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy, stay safe, don't go out if it's not necessary, and I will see you in a week. Bye-bye. God bless. Thank you very much for everyone who participated in Facebook and in Zoom. Bye-bye.